So guys, here we are again talking about the next legend in Apex, which would be the Season 8 legend. Now, before we actually get into this video, some of you might be saying, Season 7 just dropped, we just got Horizon, why am I making a video so soon about the next legend in this game? Well, I kind of predicted that you guys would ask that question, which is why I put up a poll on YouTube and asked, do you think it's too early to actually talk about this next legend in Apex? And I'm going to show you guys the results right now, but clearly you don't care, and the majority of you actually watching this video or who watch my videos want to see the next legend in this game and want to get all of the information. So yeah, don't blame me, this wasn't my fault, this is you guys' fault. You wanted this video, so yeah, I'm just doing my job, guys. I'm just here to provide the information to you, and since basically 75% of you wanted to see this video, then here it is. Let's talk about the Season 8 legend. Now obviously there's been many leaks, there's been many rumors as well, but this is actually going to be a very interesting season because Season 8 is going to drop around the 2-year anniversary of Apex, right? It's actually kind of crazy to think that Apex has been out for 2 years. Like, that's really crazy because it just feels like Apex dropped, I don't know, 1 year ago. But it's been 2 years. It's been 2 years since Apex dropped out of the blue with no kind of expectation. It's been almost 2 years at this point. So because of this 2-year anniversary, there's been some speculation and there's also been some rumors about us potentially getting 2 legends when Season 8 does arrive. I obviously won't be able to confirm or deny that because Respawn hasn't even talked about anything with Season 8 as yet. But as we actually talk about the upcoming legend leaks and we go through this video, keep that in mind, right? We could potentially be seeing 2 legends in Season 8 because of the 2-year anniversary of Apex, which would actually be very exciting. So as always, if you guys are ready, be sure to leave a like on the video and also subscribe. I know for a fact that someone watching this video right now still hasn't hit that sub button, so I'm talking to you. Stop what you're doing, take 1 second out of your day and click that sub button. I'd appreciate it so much. I'll wait. You done? Alright, thanks. So the very first piece of information we actually have about the Season 8 legend in this game goes way back to the initial dev sheet that was leaked back in Season 2, I believe. This dev sheet for the most part has been very accurate. So as you guys can see, we had Crypto in Season 3, Revenant in Season 4, Loba in Season 5, Rampart in Season 6. Valk was actually carded to be the Season 7 legend, but for some reason Valk was replaced with Horizon. Now if you guys look, right, the Season 8 legend is set to be Blisk, and if we're just basing this video off of this dev sheet, then we can just end the video right now and say Blisk will be the Season 8 legend. But because Valk was actually replaced with Horizon, who's to say that Blisk won't be replaced with somebody else? Blisk dropping in Season 8 is very far down the timeline from when this image was first leaked. So many changes could have taken place in development, and Respawn could have easily decided to actually switch Blisk for some other legend, which is very possible. So although I want to say that the Season 8 legend will be Blisk, we've actually seen Blisk before in recent trailers for Apex. The most recent trailer we saw Blisk in was the Season 6 trailer. I think it was Rampart Stories from the Outlands. We got to see Blisk obviously, safe in Rampart in that trailer. So he does have some kind of presence in the lore right now. He does have a strong presence there. I also should mention that there was a leak towards the end of Season 6 where a playtester kind of reviewed every single legend all the way up to Season 12, I think. Now I won't actually show you guys that leak because I think it's a bit too revealing and I don't know how safe it is to actually show it, but in that leak the Season 8 legend was also said to be Blisk. So although we do technically have evidence of Blisk being the Season 8 legend based on his presence in the lore, based on early leaks as well as late leaks, I still have this strange feeling that Respawn is trying to bamboozle us again and we won't see anybody close to Blisk in Season 8. Now that could be wrong. I could be completely like, just looking way too much into this and Blisk could be the Season 8 legend. But at least for now, guys, I would say keep your eyes out for some kind of change because we don't know what Respawn has in store. Now here's where the second likely legend comes into play. Let's talk about Ash. If you guys for some reason still don't know who Ash is a simulacrum. She was actually very heavily involved in this in the Titanfall 2 campaign, my bad. And she was also involved in the Season 5 quest. Towards the quest, she kind of gave us the very first solid hint about us going to Olympus in Season 7. So Ash is very much involved right now in the lore of Apex. Now also in the Season 7 trailer, Horizon's assistants who kind of sabotaged her and tried to leave her stranded by that black hole, which by the way, I still haven't fully gotten over how fake Horizon's assistant was. Like, how you just gonna leave Horizon stranded there by a black hole? Like, that's just real. I don't know, man, that's fake. But anyway, moving on. Ash has also kind of been confirmed by this point to be that assistant, right? So she does have ties in the season 7 story as well. Now, based on how Respawn actually tends to set up, their legend releases, Respawn always tends to introduce a new legend in the story first. Obviously with Loba and Revenant, she was being teased in the story. Obviously with Horizon, she was being teased in the story as well. I think Rampart was the only recent legend that had no, really in-depth story ties, but that was because season 6 was made during a heavy pandemic and maybe Respawn had like limited time, limited resources and stuff, so that could be kind of just a fluke. But for the most part, right, Respawn tends to introduce a new legend first in the lore and in the story. So if this is true, Ash could easily be the season 8 legend as well. It's not too far-fetched. She obviously had all of her ties in the story and in the lore and stuff, so releasing Ash in season 8 would be very understandable and it would make sense. Now here's where the 2 legend theory comes in. With it being the 2-year anniversary of Apex when season 8 would drop, there needs to be something kind of special, right? Now Respawn doesn't have to really take this seriously and they could just completely ignore this and not really put too much effort into, making the game even more interesting for their 2-year anniversary. But knowing the type of studio that Respawn is, they most likely will do something. It doesn't have to be a 2 legend release, it could be something else, but I think that this should still be on the table and it should also still be a possibility. Respawn works on these seasons way before they are released, so I think they actually work on seasons 3 seasons before. So when we first jumped into season 5, I think Respawn was working on season 8. So that's a lot of time for Respawn to set their plan in motion and get all of their stuff in gear to be released when season 8 drops. And who knows guys, this could be a huge surprise that no one is expecting. 2 brand new legends in 1 season. Now just before I end off the video, let's talk about one more thing that you guys most likely will be very excited about, right? And this is Blisk's abilities. Blisk, I don't know. These abilities were data mined way back when, I think it was season 2 or season 3. But just to kind of like put things into perspective, Revenant's abilities, Loba's abilities, and Rampart's abilities actually all came true based on these data mined files, right? So let's take a look at Blisk's abilities real quick. The passive is called Interrogation. Executing an enemy will reveal the location of their allies for 10 seconds. The tactical is called Throw a Knife, deals 20 damage and marks the target. Killing a marked target rewards double credits. And the ultimate is called Payday. Squad kills award credits, spend credits on powerful supplies. So we don't have Ash's abilities because Ash actually wasn't even data mined back then. But based on these abilities right here, Blisk sounds like a very, tactical and strategic legend to use. He obviously would be kind of like a support legend, but he does sound very, very useful based on these initial data mined abilities. So what do you guys think? Let me know. Now obviously season 7 just dropped guys, so we're in no rush to get any new information, but just know this. You guys see how fun season 7 was, how game changing season 7 was? Season 8 will be the 2-year anniversary of Apex, so if anything guys, expect even bigger things, expect more fun, more entertainment, more content, and we'll see what Respawn decides to do with these new legends very, very soon. So that's it for me today guys. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in some more Apex. Till next time.